How's it going, everyone? I'm Contemption, and today I'm on my 2396 account, which is in KvK Season 3, Light vs. Dark. We need to try and buff this up a little bit more, and I'm going to take the advice that I actually gave in the last video about switching my civilization to match my troop type that I use in the field most often to better benefit the returns I get in open field, because I am getting completely destroyed. We are doing ancient runes right now, and the enemy is tough. It's been like a draw each time. Nobody's actually captured it, but we are definitely in the bottom corner, fighting as hard as we can. But there are a lot of T5 in this battle, and I am getting completely destroyed. So I'm going to change things up. I'm going to show you what I'm going to change up, why I'm changing it up, and hope I get some luck with some gold keys and crystal keys, because I could definitely use another legendary piece with an iconic crystal for my infantry march. But we're going to go over all that. We'll get through the intro, and here we go. Okay, so I don't have any of the reports because I've been completely smashing barbarians. I did scroll down as far as I could, and I just let myself die on some barbs because I realized I was about 17 minutes away from these long marches to barbarian forts, because we're on destroy barbarian forts for these quests. Obviously you want to do that for the Saluna coins. Absolutely helps. Honor roll on this account, not doing too bad alliance wise. Obviously there's a lot of people with action points and a whole lot of time, because that is crazy. These guys are just hunting barbs non-stop. It's awesome. You're gonna get this, permanent skin, archer attack plus 10%. You know what? That's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan just because it's negative 10 infantry attack, but that's just me as a player. I'm a huge infantry player. Otherwise, we will smash some of the Grace of Saluna coins. I believe we're going for, well, I think I'm going to go for that. I think we can finish that. You know what? Why don't we start with that? I've got 7,000. Let's hope we can get a bunch of crits. Now, I like to save these up. Everything past 5,000 I'll do. I don't know. I don't know if that helps. I feel like it helps. As you can see, I'm getting a bunch of 10s. And I'm doing it on my PC because on iPhone I find it lags a lot more. I don't know if that makes a difference, but to me it seems like it does. We got close. It's 7,000 away from another attack point for infantry. Defense is a ways away. How high up did we get actually on that? With honor roll, 137 now, and rank 3. So that's not bad. It's I'm not gonna win any of these. I might get a couple actually. I didn't realize it was all the way to rank 1,000 for one gold skull. I'll definitely get that. I don't know if I'll be in rank 300, but I do have a good amount of action points left. Quite a few action points, and I'm burning them. I'm doing barbs quite often, so eventually it will be gone. As you can see, my hospital has taken a beating. I'm only at 10 helps. Dang, it must be a low time right now. So we're going to do everything else first. I will clean these up though, because I want the gold keys. So I will do this first, even though I'm wasting some speed ups. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We'll do this, get all the gold keys we can, hoping for some Charles Martel would be awesome. And you have to clear what you're making for troops in order to change your civilization. So I had to do that in order to swap to France. I'm going to go for France. I don't think that's a big surprise if you see my other videos. I think it's fantastic for infantry players. Man, I wish that was 70% off. I've been buying the 70% off, 50% troop expansions on my main and this account anytime they come up. Based on my last KvK where I went through like 20 of them, I'm just going to buy and get 20 each time. This account has 16. I still got quite a few defensive buffs. We'll go over all the stats that I boost during Ancient Runes and how I'm switching up commanders, because I think I might do better with a different pair. And I wasn't going to do that at the beginning, but reading the skills, I think it's a better choice. Let's grab, and we got to finish this. I love the 1,300 gems just for training troops, and I need more troops for King's Landing. Let's grab all those gold coins and let's go in here. And while we wait for helps, because I need more helps before I use those speed ups, We are looking for Charles Martel. So I've gotten very lucky with Charles, and I don't know if my next skill will be as lucky, but I need to get him at 5515. I think that would be awesome. I'd be very grateful if that worked like that. I need 25 from these gold keys. I've got, I think there was 175 in there. How many? 186. So I could get 25 Charles Martel, but chances are I'm going to get like Ragnar and Sion Diak and Ishida and Cleo and all those lovely gathering commanders. But let's see what I get and hope we got one Charles. I didn't see any other Charles Martel. But we'll scroll up and see. Obviously the speed ups resources I need. I've been burning through those. Every time I go to the Ancient Runes, I've literally been getting 50 to 70,000 severely wounded T4 every time I send a march out there. That's how crazy it's been. Everybody has Alex, Expertise Alex and YSG, which means the AoE has just been absolutely insane. It hurts. Okay, yeah, we did not get lucky with Charles Martel. We got 17 Mulan, which is nice. We got 10 Charles. Everything else doesn't matter. Double C is actually not too bad. I am still working him, and I do like to use him for Barbed Fort rallies. And maybe I'll end up hunting farms with him in the future, depending on how that goes. But let's just see. Did I get anything good? Probably some Ragnar skills, I would imagine. Yeah, we got Sion Diak. Oh, joy. All right, we've got... Actually, I'm surprised that's not done yet, to be totally honest. But that's okay. We can slowly finish her off. We got another Freddy. Freddy's not bad when he's expertised in KvK Season 1. Probably KvK Season 2 as well. And actually KvK 3, because you're not looking at Guan and Attila Takeda anymore. But I think he'd be targeted pretty quickly. So might not be the best bet. Wow, I didn't even get a Ragnar. Oh, probably because I need to skill him up. But, alright. Let's grab these. Because I think Lucerne Scroll, and I'll pump it up a little bit more like I do most videos, is the best value in the game, in my opinion. Monthly Gems is closed. Obviously, Growth Fund is very good. If you're talking pop-up bundles, then yeah, the 10 Commander Sculptures when you unlock a Commander is very good. But I think this, for honestly what you get, is crazy for $5. I've already bought it on this account and my main account because I just think it's that good. Okay, let's go into Crystal Keys. Now, I'm probably not going to see it on 71 keys, but maybe I could get Shio's Boots or Eternal Night Pants. That would be fantastic for my infantry march. I highly doubt it. And of course not. And no real good material either. Dang. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't, and that was just not lucky. But that's okay. We needed the speed ups and the resources. We will grab all these, and then we're going to upgrade the civilization and go over what I'm going to do to try and get less severely wounded and more kills out in open field. I've done 2 Ancient Runes. It was like 1 and 3/4 because I was a little late to the second one, waiting for my lunch break at work. And what did we get so far? We're at 1.2. 1.2 million. I've heard people get 1 million each Ancient Runes, which I think I could do if I was T5 and I had Expertise Alex YSG with some decent gear. Even with the gear I have now, if I had Expertise YSG and T5 troops, I think I'd be a lot better off. I don't even have max T4 tech yet, but I am pushing towards it. Still a ways away though. But I'm definitely pushing to get these rewards. I should have no problem getting to 3.5 million. I am going to miss some Ancient Runes though, just because of the schedule. Like the next one's coming up, and obviously I'm going to get kicked from the Alliance, is at 10:15 UTC, which is in 6 hours, and in 6 hours that's going to be 3 a.m. So I'm not waking up at 2 a.m. to fight in Ancient Runes. I've done it before, and if it was the weekend, I would consider it because I could sleep in. But on a work day where I have to be up at 5 in the morning, I'm not doing that again. It's and I've done it before. It just really throws your whole week off. So not doing that. But I will be online for the next one, and I will live stream as soon as I'm available. Jump into my Discord if you want to find out when I'm live streaming. I keep the calendar up to date on when I'm going to be able to go live. But okay, let's switch to France. Let's do that right now. Thankfully, the Alliance R4 put in a civilization change in the shop, which I know is hard to do because of how unbalanced the alliance credit is with individual credits for purchasing power. So I am appreciative of that, and I need it because I'm getting completely wrecked. And I think the throwing axeman and the 3% troop health is really going to help me get less severely wounded. I know it's going to, because it's increasing my health a lot with the special units. So I know it's going to decrease how many severely wounded I get. So let's switch this. And as you can see, I'm getting an extra 10 health points just for the T4, which is fantastic. For the T5, it's 11, which I went over on my last video. So this is going to help 100%. And that doesn't include the 3% you're also getting on top of that. Let's confirm. And this should be, oh, number 4. What's number 4? Oh, right. I didn't finish healing. That's silly. And I should have switched to France earlier, but I just kept forgetting, and then all of a sudden the runes were there. We're just going to rush this. I've got lots of healing speed ups, and I've got lots of universals, so I'm not worried about using universals at all. But okay, now we can do the civ change. France, make sure it's the right one. Confirm, confirm, and then your game reboots. So poof, and now we are France. We can start our troops again. We can take a look at our stats and the research, and then what I'm going to do with my open field marches. What I've been doing is Alex YSG as my primary, and then the secondary at the gate, which is the second one I swap up. And I swapped, I think, 10 times in the last Ancient Runes. That's how crazy it was. And so I guess it's not even really a primary. Those are just my 2 main marches that I swap. Let's hit that. Let's hit that. And let's hit that. So my primary, or the first march I send out, is Alex YSG. The second march is Charles Martel and Sun Tzu. Now I'm going to change that. And why I'm going to change that is because of the talent trees and the skills. So unfortunately, my YSG, can I get it yet? 47? No, I need 3 more. So I should get another skill soon. I can use 1 reset, but I only have 1. So I'm going to wait until I have at least 1 more skill and then try and do a skill reset and hope I get some more into here. But right now, Sun Tzu and YSG are very close to stats, except I think Sun Tzu is going to be much better for Alex because he doesn't have the defensive tree. So I'm missing a lot of damage reduction from in here. All damage taken by 15% for the next 1 second. There's a 10% chance on that. Reduce all damage taken. Reduce skill damage taken. Like, it's all over the place. Increased defense, 1.5 times 6. Honestly, you're getting so many stats from the defensive tree. And I think I'm going to run Alex's primary with Sun Tzu secondary. Because my YSG isn't finished. If he was finished, it'd be a no-brainer, Alex YSG. And it would be awful to bring even a second march in just because of how good they are. But Sun Tzu is still getting up to 5,000 damage if you're hitting 5 targets, which in most cases out in open field I was doing. The additional rage for each target is kind of useless in some points because of the rage cap. So if I hit 3 targets, I'm probably maxing out the rage. Hitting 5, you're not really getting the benefit of it, but it's still good to have. Lots of damage. This skill is where I think Alex Sun Tzu is actually better than my current YSG as a secondary, just because of the skill levels. Is troops led by this commander take 10% less damage. So the AoE I'm receiving out in open field right now is enormous. It hurts. It's full 310 to 330 T5 troops, expertise commanders, full legendary gear, lots of iconic crystals, like specialized legendary gear. I'm just getting completely wrecked from the AoE damage. So 10% less damage, fantastic. 10% health, which is also going to reduce my severely wounded, it's going to help. And I'm getting the 20%, which is exactly the same as YSG with just being 1 skill level. So I'm actually going to run now Alex, Sun Tzu, and then the second march I send out is going to be Charles Martel, YSG. Now, unfortunately, my gear is not fantastic. I wish I had Shio's boots or Eternal pants. so I can put an iconic crystal into it. Hope Cloak's not bad. I'm getting extra defense on my base. This isn't terrible, but Charles Martel's gear, not great. I should probably switch the pants to Sentry pants, which I actually have right there. I don't know why it's on Richard. So let's do that. That's going to help. I'm missing an accessory. If I get the dig event soon, I'll go for another ancient stratagem so I can bring more troops out into open field. I don't think we're going to see a holiday event anytime soon where you can get the epic accessory choice chest for either Silent Trial or Delaney's Amulet. That's how I got this Silent Trial, and I just got lucky specializing it with infantry the first time I crafted it, which was awesome, and I actually have that in a video somewhere. I've got so many videos now, it's hard to actually put cards because I got to try and find them. So my Charles Martel doesn't have the best gear. It's not terrible. It could be way better. Obviously, I wish I had another set of KvK pants. I did actually specialize these using them, and I actually should have. I regret that. I should have just crafted another one so that Charles had it as well. But thankfully, he has the defensive tree, so I think that's, and he's 5'5", 1'3". I think he's going to do fine with YSG as a secondary. And I think Alex will do a lot better with Sun Tzu as a secondary. So that's why I'm doing it. That is what I'm going to do for this next Ancient Runes. I think it's really going to help. I get a health rune, whether it's 7% or 10%. Obviously, the 10% is best. I always go for a health rune. It's going to reduce your severely wounded. That is why I go for it. For the boost, I don't even have access to the 10% because of my VIP level, but I would still go for the defense plus 10%. It's going to reduce the damage you take. That's why I'm going for it. It is definitely the best choice. So I'm going to get a health rune. I'm going to get the defensive shield here for 10%. I'm going to 100% use 50% army expansion. I think if you're going out there with anything less, you're just asking for more severely wounded and to be taken off the field quicker. 25% if you have no 50% is better than nothing, but really shoot for the advanced army expansion for 50% troop capacity. I also make sure that my commander page, you have obviously the commanders you're using in here. I don't think I would change this at all. It might be better to put Sun Tzu for the extra troop health because these work like skills, so they do stack on top of each other. So Charles and Sun Tzu will get those stats, even though Sun Tzu's YSG, sorry. Charles YSG will get those stats, even though YSG is the secondary, because it works like a skill. Oh, I got an achievement. Ooh, what did we get? Anything special? A name plaque. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. But honestly, guys, I think this is really going to help. If I can reduce it to like 40,000 severely wounded each time I send a march out into Ancient Runes, I'll be a lot better off. I will save resources, I will save speed ups, and I will have more items and universal speed ups to use when we're fighting in King's Landing, which is still some time away. We haven't even done Altar of Darkness yet. Passes haven't even opened, level 6 passes, so we got some time. So we got a lot more Ancient Runes to fight at, and I think this combination is really going to help. What do you think? Is there anything I can add? Did you notice anything? Do you think it's crazy to swap out Alex YSG? I don't, just based on what I said on the skills. I think it's going to help because I'm trying to take less severely wounded while still doing a lot of AoE, while still buffing my commanders. I think that's a good change up, to be honest with you. I think it's going to help a lot, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that in the next live stream. Like I said, jump into Discord if you want to know when we're going to be live streaming. Thank you for checking out the video, guys. Until next time, have a good one. Hopefully the weekend comes soon. See you later, guys. Bye.